be showing you how to make pancake tutus.
Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first material you will need to make the pancake tutu is an elastic. And you want to make sure that the elastic is the proper material, the stretchy material, so that it fits nicely around your waistband. You also want to make sure that it's the proper size or width so that it supports your body enough. Okay, so the next material you will need is tooling. And preferably you want stiff and firm tooling so that it holds up the pancake tutu nicely when you're doing moves and jumps. For this project you will need a basic needle and thread with the color of your choice.
So basically, the first step that you want to do is you want to cut your elastic to the size that you need to have it. And then what you want to do is you can sew it with a sewing machine or hand sewed. I hand sewed it. I don't know what I did to do it, but it's not coming undone and I can stretch it. So I'm just going to keep it the way it is. So after you've tied your elastic, then you're going to get your tool ready. So I am using this really thick purple tool. Here, as you see, it has bigger holes and stuff compared to what some tools have that are really thin. And basically what I'm doing is I'm laying my fabric out a thin layer. So this is still tool here. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera. But then this is it lapped over twice. So basically I'm going to measure it evenly about how long I want my tutu to be. And I'm going to cut across. And then I'm going to cut strips from that. And then I'm going to tie them to my waistband. So the first thing you're going to do to cut your strips is you're going to fold it over like I've done here. I've cut it all off. And I'm just going to take my fabric scissors here, and I'm just going to cut a strip here. Now, if you're a perfectionist, you can decide what size you want all your strips to be. But for me, I want a variety of different size of strips, like the width of them. So I'm just going ahead and I'm just going to cut strips from this. And then now I'm going to show you how you tie them on to your tutu. So once I cut my strips, so far this is what I've done. I've just tied them on here, and when I tie them on, I'm using my knees and you can see I have fluffy socks on. And I'm just stretching it out for when I tie it so that I can get more pieces on so it can be a fuller tutu. And what you're going to do then is you're going to fold your fabric, or your tooling I mean, in half. And you want to have it even at the bottom. This isn't quite even right now. And it doesn't matter if your strips are even in width, because in the end it's just about the fullness. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the loop and you're going to stick it up like this. So you're going to have that little loop there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the ends of the tool and stick it in the loop like this. And then you're going to pull it and push it over to the side with all the other pieces of tulle. Now you're just going to keep on doing this until you have a full skirt. So basically I've speeded this part up because it took me about 2 hours to do this, and I didn't think you wanted to watch a 2-hour video. But anyways, I was so excited when I put on my last strip, because after 2 hours of doing this non-stop, I was just ready to be finished with it. I was so happy with my finished product. It basically, right now, is a romantic tutu. You can keep it like this or keep on watching. So now I have this really big fabric here. It's a meter, and I've just spread it out entirely. So it's basically a big square. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my tutu, and I'm just going to lay it on there. I know it's hard to see because they're like the exact same color. But I'm just going to lay it on there, and then I'm going to trace the inside of the circle there and cut that all out. So what I actually ended up doing was I took a Sharpie, and basically what I did is I just outlined half of the circle, and then I folded it in half, and I just cut it that way. So now that that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some thinner elastic than what I put all my strips on. It's this thin elastic, as you can see right there. And I'm just going to basically sew it all around my fabric here so that it goes over top of my tutu. So after you cut out your overlay, what you're going to basically do is you're going to try it on. Make sure you do not sew the actual elastic, because I did that. I have a tiny bit of a rip in it, but it's totally fine. I'm not a perfectionist, so I don't really care. And basically, you're going to cut it to the same length as your tool, or you can cut it longer or you can cut it shorter. It's really up to you. Then you're going to put on your wire. Now, there's certain ways you could do it. You can use a witch hat wire, and this is what this wire is, or you can use a regular wire. Now I have both on my tutu because you need to have at least 2 wires in there, I think, because it holds it up better. So here is the finished product, and I'm very, very happy with it. For me, for a $20 job, I'm like super happy with it and the way it turned out. This is how it looks underneath. So you can tape the wire on. This is the witch hat one, or you can actually thread it through, and this is what I did with the wire that I bought. So I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I hot glued this lace on, and I just put this ribbon on and tied a bow in the back. Now with my normal bodysuit, that's my old one that I don't use anymore, I add some jewels to it and some tulle to it. I'm really happy with this, and I can't wait to wear it. I'm going to be wearing it a lot, I think, to dance class and stuff when my teacher allows me to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Okay, so now I have finished my Pancake Tutu, and this is the finished product. And so it turned out pretty well, I think, and so I've got my 2 layers of tooling, and then I've got the wire to hold it up in place, and then I added this little floral print type fabric, and I just sewed it onto the waistband around here. And then I also, to just give it a bit more bling here, and pizzazz, I just put a couple little gems in the center of the flowers. And then I have my little pink bow, and then here's the back. But yeah, and then for my bodysuit, I just have 3 gems here, and then I just added a bit of fabric there. So yeah, that's my Pancake Tutu, and hope you enjoyed. Bye!